All right, thanks, Frank. Well, June is National Safety Month, a great time for families to check on their aging loved ones home for hazards that could threaten their independence. Joining me now, we have Michael Steinberg, owner of the Wichita Home Instead Senior Care Office, and we're talking a bit about ways that people can make things a little bit easier for their loved ones.
That's right, easier and safer, most importantly.
And so what are some of the tips that you would offer to people, especially this month? You know, we had a story air recently about, you know, elderly abuse and care and things like that. And what are some things that people should know when it comes to caring for the loved ones in their home? It's a little different, but still in their home.
The main thing is that the home is a very familiar environment. And so if you're visiting a lot, you don't see things with fresh eyes. And you miss some of the really common safety issues that we see almost every day. And those are things like throw rugs on the ground that are tripping hazards. Items that your parents need every day that are too low or too high for them to reach safely, not having a phone right by their bedside. Some of those things that, you know, after 20, 40, 50 years living in a home don't really get changed, but as someone's parents change, those things have to be taken into consideration.
And it's so interesting because a lot of people, you think of baby-proofing your home, but it's almost like elderly, nothing against, you know, our seniors or, you know, our elderly family members, but these are just things we need to think about in order to make sure that they're absolutely safe.
True.
What would you say, are the biggest misconceptions or the biggest things that people do make, you know, a mistake on when it comes to protecting?
Well, I think the first mistake they make is to be too complacent, to assume that because a fall hasn't occurred that it won't. Another mistake is to assume that modifications to someone's home have to be expensive, because they're really not.
Right.
It's usually just rearranging something, making sure a particular room doesn't have too much furniture in it. Some of those things that really would avoid some of the emergency room visits that we're seeing in some of the surveys that we're doing being a result of that.
And do you see that being a common problem for a lot of people out here?
You know, unfortunately we do.
Yeah.
There's a really big reason we're doing this program, and it's because we do see, and emergency room doctors see, a lot of hospitalizations that are completely unnecessary because they could have been avoided through just a little more vigilance in the home.
And if people want to get more information or if they want to get involved somehow and contact you all, what's the best way to reaching through?
There's a couple of different ways. In honor of June being Safety Month, Safety Awareness Month, my office is offering free home safety checks to residents of Sedgwick County.
Right.
And so they can call my office. It's just 612-7541. And there's also a website, caregiverstress.com, that has links to some of these things, including the safety check, which someone can just download if they want to.
Well, it's pretty awesome. I appreciate you being here, Michael, and giving us that information. I mean, who would have thought, you know, but it's really important to make sure that we're thinking proactively when it comes to care.
Definitely.
Awesome. Well, we want to thank you guys for tuning in. If you would like more information on how to keep your loved ones safe, you can log on to KAKE.com and click on Find It. We have a link with posted resources on there. And again, thanks for joining us today.
Absolutely.
Well, we'll be right back. Stay with us.